think what may have been the beginning of the end for me and a lot of people was somebody wrote a grant. So we had grant writers, we had story writers or playwrights, we had directors, we had actors, we had stagehands, we had stage builders, we had lighting people, and the lofty ideal or goal was that everybody would do their part and we'd put together this seamless performance of cooperation. Well, the writers all got together and couldn't come up with anything. None of them liked each other's ideas. It was opposite of cooperation. What happened is the writers all got mad and quit the project. The actors, under the direction of Don Hilgenberg, realized that we were the ones who were going to look like fools if we didn't have something. So through improvisation, we came up with a play based on Alice in Wonderland. It was reviewed as stylish junk theater, I believe. What was really good about it was we made a lot of people angry with it. Joel Gersman was very angry. The founder of the inheritor of Broome Street Theater was very angry when he heard that some of us were saying we had worked with Broome Street, which was absolutely true. In the earliest days, there were a number of us who had. But he got angry about that because he didn't want it to be associated with Broome Street. We angered some of the political people because the whole thing was to kind of skewer the right or left, the puffery of the left and the silliness of the right. So I think we were equal opportunity offenders. I think satire figured into it too. The whole thing was just to point up the absurdity of situations and at the same time offer up just a little bit of that crazy energy that people have from the state of Wisconsin. It was never overtly political, it was personally political in a lot of ways. Because again, I think we were skewering a lot of sacred cows of the left as well as the right at the time. There was a real loose organization to it. You know, everything that circulated around Gallery 853, there was a real sense of energy there. But to think that there was anything really strongly coordinated, I mean, you know, it was a movement, but it was a very loosely contained movement, and it meant a lot of different things to a lot of different people. And I think that was the beauty of it, because it was kind of chaotic, and it was just a lot of people doing what they do and trying to fit it all together. I recently saw a movie about Klaus Nomi, who was a singer, performance artist. He was German, but he did a lot of work in New York in the late 70s. And in here, they talked a lot about how similar things were happening at the same time in New York. They had variety shows, and they had every kind of different act. You know, there was no real thread running through this act other than people had something they wanted to get out or something they wanted to say. It really, I think, closely paralleled what was happening in Madison, too. Also, these were the days when you could live a bohemian lifestyle. You could get a janitor job, or you could, you know, and rents weren't too bad. Get by on $150 a month rent, something like that. So there was a lot of that. You know, people were a little freer because everything wasn't, they weren't trying to make a living off this, and they weren't trying to go somewhere. There was just sort of a crazy energy to it. We kind of did it for the sake of doing it.